After Nike's father's death, Timmy began to struggle with his finances. He saw Miwa as his only way out and didn't mind letting go of Nike. What he did not know was that things were not as simple as he thought. One morning, as Timmy got out of the house, he saw Nike and Ade having a laugh. Timmy stormed towards them, his face contorted with anger and his voice sharp as a knife. Nike, look at you. He spat out, his eyes scanning her simple dress and sandals. Are you not ashamed of yourself? Of all the people you could have chosen to live with, you chose a mere gate man, and you are not ashamed to stand here, laughing with this miserable thing. Nike froze for a moment, her smile fading slightly as she stared at me with an expression that was no longer filled with heartbreak, but with strength. She began speaking, her voice steady and clear, despite the fire that burned in her chest. Do you hear yourself? You stand there, dressed in clothes bought with someone else's money, standing on borrowed time, and yet you think you have the right to ridicule me? Timmy froze, his mouth slightly open as he stood there, stunned by her boldness. You threw me out like trash, humiliated me in the rain, and laughed as I begged for mercy at your doorstep. And now, here I am, with someone who showed me more kindness and humanity than you ever did in all the time that I stood by your side. Ade shifted slightly, but said nothing. He let Nike speak, his silent presence a pillar of support for her. Nike stepped forward, her eyes locked on that of Timmy. You call Ade a mere gate man, but let me remind you, it was this mere gate man who picked me up when I was broken, gave me shelter, and treated me with respect when you treated me like a burden. Timmy's face turned red with embarrassment, but Nike wasn't done. You lost me, Timmy, not because of Miwa, not because of your greed, but because you failed to see my worth. And now you stand here trying to drag me down again. But let me tell you this, I refuse to let you have power over me. Not this time. Timmy stood there confused as Miwa angrily walked up to them. What's going on here? Miwa said, with a voice laced with anger, but Nike laughed and told her to drop the act. Miwa then approached Nike and shook her hand. It was nice working with you, ma, she said as she looked Timmy in the eyes and revealed to him how foolish he was to let Nike go. You really thought I was the minister's daughter? How stupid of you to think that. Timmy stood there shocked as he tried to understand what was happening. What he did not know was that Nike's father hired Miwa to test his love for his daughter. Her father